The first portion of this video was recorded with a regular built-in DSLR mic. The second portion of this video was recorded with a Tascam linear PCM recorder, DR05 model. I did this for a reason. I wanted to show the difference in the quality of the sound. So I want to apologize for the first portion of this video, but I did do it for a reason. I want you to notice the difference in quality when I switch to the recorder. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. Christopher Mosley here, and today I'm going to be doing a quick review of the 50mm 1.8 STM lens, which is the second version of this lens, the newer model. The reason I chose to do a review of this lens is because people like to ask me what's the first lens they should buy when they get a camera and get started with photography. It's the 50mm 1.8 lens. It's affordable, it has good quality, it has good low light performance. I mean, what more can you ask for in a lens? Now let's get right into it. The first thing we're going to talk about is the price of this lens. This lens can be purchased at around $125 brand new from somewhere like Best Buy or Amazon. Maybe cheaper if you get a used version from Craigslist or one of those third-party sites, but definitely worth the money. Second, let's talk about the build, and that's where the price points can really make a difference. This lens is plastic. It's not going to take a lot of beating. It's not going to be something that's made for a lot of outdoor use or something you can just chunk in a bag, because let's be honest, it's plastic. It's going to break easy. It's only $125. But the reason the lens is great is because of the quality you get at that price point. Don't get me wrong. If you're doing this professionally, you want to one day get a 50mm 1.4 or 1.2. That's around $300 for the 1.4. or $1,200 for the 1.2 lens, but you can definitely tell the difference. Now, let's talk about the cons of this lens. I do a lot of video work, which means I don't use this lens a lot for video. It's very loud when it's focusing, and it's very rough when you're twisting this ring right here. It's good for photography, but for video work, I really wouldn't recommend it unless it's going to be something where you cover the audio from the footage with a song or something, because it's very, very noisy and it's not very smooth. You want your pans and your focuses to be very smooth when you're doing videography work. That's going to set you apart from your competition and make your work worth a lot more. So I'm going to show you some examples and take this to the studio, and we'll get into some tests with this lens. Now let's get to why I recommend this lens so much. Lenses come in different apertures. Now aperture is going to be that f1.8, f3.5 to 5.6, that number that's at the ends of the lens name. Now why that's so important is it allots to how much light the lens lets in, how wide it gets. Now this lens, I believe, has 6 blades on it that open and close depending on what aperture you have it set at. Those kit lenses come in at about 3.5 or 5.6 on the aperture range. This one goes to 1.8, so that's wide open. You get a lot better low light performance, and you can use it a lot of times without flash, where in cases you would need flash if your aperture is 3.5 to 5.6. Now it's a prime lens. Generally prime lenses, which means they don't zoom, have better quality than zoom lenses. The aperture of the lens also controls the bokeh. Now bokeh is that blur effect that you see in the background when you take a picture professionally on a DSLR, meaning your camera has a mirror on it. Now people that don't know photography think that the photographer edits the photo to make the background blurry. No, that's showing how fast the lens is and what the lens is focusing on, creating a bokeh effect. The wider open the aperture, the more bokeh you get. That makes your picture beautiful. So that's why I recommend this lens so much. I love bokeh. It shows the quality in your work. Now let's go do some examples. Christopher Mosley here. I'm now at my studio. If you want to book a session, I'll have some information down in the box below, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm here with the 50mm 1.8 lens. Really, a studio environment is not a good place to test this lens because you don't get a chance to see that low light capability that's so important when it comes to this wide aperture of this lens. But the point of this testing I'm doing at the studio today is to just show you the quality that you will not know the difference when I'm shooting with this lens or when I'm shooting with something like a 35mm 1.4, which is like $1,000 lens. You can't tell the difference when you have good lighting. So that's also something good that you can get from this video, is that lighting is very important when it comes to photography and videography. Sometimes you can work with subpar equipment or older equipment and still get good quality because you have good lighting. So keep that in mind when it comes to your productions. Now, also I want you to know that I'm testing out a recorder. If you notice, the audio quality sounds a little bit better with this video. And this is the Tascam DR05. So look forward to a review of this product in the future because I'm really pleased with the performance of this, and we'll see what kind of feedback I get from this video. Please comment below and let me know what you think about this and how it sounds. I'll do a full review on this product at a later date. So let's get right into shooting. I got a portrait shoot today with a member of the sports show About Nothing, and we're going to be doing some portrait shots and probably about 7 or 8 different looks. So I just want you to just come along for the ride, check out some of the photos, comment below with any comments or questions you have, and I'll be doing a Q&A video sometime soon. Also, I want to stress that I need you to please subscribe to my channel. Watching them is good, but I need you to subscribe so you can see all my future content. And thanks to all the people that are subscribed, because I'm getting close to 500 subscribers. Very thankful for that. Appreciate y'all.
Got SSAN in here, man. Fucking around, real as it gets, man. You already know it's real as it gets all the way. That's who we fool with every time. Check us out on YouTube, man. Christopher Mosley. You already know what it is.
Christopher Mosley here, and we are wrapping up this shoot with the 50mm 1.8 STM. I repeat, the second version of this lens. They released 2 of these lenses. This is the latest version. All of the photos that I'm going to put at the end of this video for you to check out were shot with this lens today. I just wanted you to check out the quality. Once again, it's better to do a test with this kind of lens in a low light situation so it can show its performance. But this I did to show you that it can compete with all your other lenses that people use in the studio environment. It's a good portrait lens, as you'll see by the photos that I put on the screen. I want to thank you for watching this video. I need you to like this video, subscribe, and share. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I appreciate all your feedback. I'm getting close to 500 subscribers. I really appreciate the people subscribed. If you know people, put the name out there for me. Tell people to subscribe. I'm going to start doing more tutorials and more lens reviews. I have a lot of gear that I want to review. And I appreciate y'all subscribing and being a part of the team. I'm out.